This is the Breakdown and Prediction segment, volume 100, and you are tuned in to Ready Talk Boxing, the Double RT Boxing Show with your host, me, Mr. A. This one, folks, was a back and forth for me. Back and forth. We're talking the WBA bantamweight. Jamie McDonnell taking on Naoya Inoue, the monster. I was going back and forth on this one, folks. You got Jamie coming in, undefeated in the last 8+ years. Inoue, the next big thing. He was the one who was supposed to be the big fight against Chocolatito. Then it came Rungavise. So, and since then, Inoue's moved up. He's gone up to the bantamweight division. This is a tough fight, folks. This is a tough decision for me. You got Jamie, who is very familiar with this Asian style of fighting. He's defeated the champion. He had the 2 matches with I forgot his name, the dude with the yellow hair and the ponytail. That's how I first found out about Jamie. I was just watching PBC over here in the States, and this random fight came on BBC. I was like, who are these guys? It was just an oddball. It wasn't your typical PBC persona. It just didn't feel PBC-ish. It was Jamie McDonnell taking on, I forgot his name, the blonde hair Asian dude with the ponytail. When he dropped Jamie, I was like, okay, and I was like, hey, that was a good fight. So I learned who Jamie was that one. I kind of followed him since then. Whenever I saw his name, I popped in. I would check his fights out. I liked his style. I liked his tall, linky, moving around the ring, working behind the jab. To me, that's how Robert Easter should fight. Robert Easter should fight how Jamie McDonnell fights. Jamie McDonnell is 29-2, 13 KOs. That's the kicker on Jamie. Those 13 KOs, that 39% knockout ratio. That might hurt him in this fight. That might hurt him because the jab's gonna be his life and savior in this fight. He's coming in with 249 rounds against Inoue's 15-0 record with 91 rounds. Inoue's the 25 years old, the younger man, with 32 being Jamie. Now Jamie's 5'10", 72-inch reach, while Inoue's 5'5" and 66.5 reach. So he's got over a 5-inch reach on him and 5 inches in height. It's hard not to go against those advantages. It is hard. Jamie's over. If we break these guys down, if we break this fight down, Jamie legs. We go with the legs on these guys first. I like Jamie's movement. I think he works really good circling the ropes. When he needs to be, he could pump the jab out and kind of be first. But he's also really good at hitting on the move. I like his legs for that. He doesn't sit in the pocket long enough, therefore that hence his low knockout ratio. So he doesn't use his legs for enough leverage or power. Where Inoue, I don't know if he has. Obviously, his legs is not as fast as his hand speed. And when McDonnell was fighting Labora Solis, the thing that troubled him the most not only was the hand speed. That dude had fast feet. He was able to cut the gap on Jamie real fast, and wasn't and Jamie wasn't allowed to actually snap that jab the way it was. Kind of like it was a weak jab. So I think Inoue's feet aren't that fast, but his legs gives him tremendous power in his punching. And in this fight, it's tough, guys. I think that power is going to play a big difference. But as you saw in Yo Boy, even though he was Jamie doesn't move like Yo Boy. Yo Boy was moving to try and run and hide. Jamie moves to reset you and attack. You know what I'm saying? You saw Yo Boy's movement. It took, yeah, Inoue got to him with body shots, but it took he was able to land some good B-first jabs, some offensive counters on Inoue. And I think Jamie can do the same. I think he pumps out a jab more, but he's going to have to be serious with the jab. It can't be like a range-finding jab. It's going to have to be a weapon jab. I'm going to go with the legs. I think the legs can reset Inoue enough to maybe take away his power a little bit. It's still going to be some hellified punching. I'm going to go with the legs of Jamie on this one. Defensively, oh man, Jamie's legs is his defense, but he gets hit. You know, he can only move for so long. You can pressure Jamie and get him into a fight. And Inoue, like, you see people don't want to be hit by that power, so they're always on the back foot against him. So he's walking them down, he's really not having to worry about a lot of punches coming at him so far. And when he has to, he has pretty good feet work himself, man. You know, he can move, he can shake, he could slip and turn out of situations. I go with the defense of Inoue on that one. It just recently you haven't seen him really have to show nothing because no one's really threatened him. Now, offensively, Inoue has that power. His jab is horrible. I rephrase myself. It's not horrible. But it's lackluster. You know, he doesn't jab himself in as much as I would like to see him do. He throws a good amount of body jabs to the body, but you know, he's a hooker. He definitely relies on his hooks, whether it's left to the body or left upstairs, the monster hand. He's definitely a hooker. But Jamie has that jab. You know, he has the height and the jab. Combinations, go with Inoue because, like I said, Jamie doesn't quite sit on his punches long enough for them to do damage. Jamie's combinations are more point scoring. But Inoue combinations, they're gonna hurt you. Jab for jab, we go with Jamie. Speed variation, Jamie, Inoue. I go with Inoue, changes it up a little more than Jamie. Okay, this is a tough fight. Part of me, I was going when, up until I made this video actually, up until I made the segment, I had Jamie winning this fight. As I sat down to talk to you guys, I was like, I really start thinking as I was talking here. This fight is in Ohio, Japan. And Jamie's been in some lot of wars. You know, ever since he won the belt, it's been back and forth fights. He pulls them off. You know, even though he wins a lot of rounds, he wins about 85% of his fights. They're very competitive rounds. The guy's always been able to hit Jamie. And I don't know if he can go in that type of competitive action with the power in Inoue. You know, do I think he can move around and shockingly outbox the shit out of Inoue? I do. And that's what I was leaning with. I was sitting here like, those body shots though. Because I don't think Inoue feet are fast. I don't think his feet are fast enough. They're fast enough defensively, but I don't think his feet are fast enough offensively to catch up to Jamie. And I don't think Inoue has a nice jab to break the distance. I think he more hooks himself in. You know, this is tough one, folks. Like I said, it's the movement and the jab. Like I said, if Jamie is not, like this is the video is a little longer than when I wanted because I'm sitting here pausing and thinking. Jamie can't be lazy with his jab. If he's lazy with his jab, Inoue's gonna go over the top of it and knock him out. I'm gonna go with Inoue beating Jamie McDonnell. I think the body shots, the hooks to the body, is gonna slow Jamie's movement down, and it's gonna cause Jamie to get a little lazy with the jab, and Inoue eventually is gonna slow him down with body shots and go over the top, and that power is gonna be real. You know, with Inoue going up one class, I think he is. It might be a second, I'm not sure, but I think it's not too much of a move up to where the power is not there like Chocolatitos. And he moved up 4, so the power kind of went away. I think the power is still going to be there with Inoue, and I think those body shots are going to slow Jamie down. And eventually, like I said, Jamie gets hit regardless. He gets into a lot of competitive rounds, and I don't think he can afford to get into a competitive round fight with Inoue, especially if he's going to be kind of weak with that jab. I'm going with Inoue. Do he knock him out? Yeah, I think Inoue's going to knock him. Inoue's going to knock him out. Shocking. It's going to end the winning streak of Jamie. But damn, I so see Jamie just shockingly outboxing this guy in a very competitive fight. I was so close. I was like back and forth, teetering. Man, I want to pick draw in this fight so bad, but I know Jamie goes into very competitive war rounds. You know, sometimes it doesn't look like he wins his fight because he's so competitive rounds, but he wins the fights pretty damn easy on points. It just every round is competitive, but he gets enough points. I'm going with Inoue on a knockout. The Double RT Boxing Show. Thank you for your time and support.